Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Randy Shaves for the weekly shave today. What I have for you today is another soap from Farmhouse North. This is a really great scent, aged bourbon plus pear. The scent is, you can definitely smell the pear. A very nice, pleasant scent. You can see where I've been digging in it there. It's kind of a firm soap, but it's not a hard soap by any means. And doesn't take much to produce a great lather as usual with her soaps. But this is the aged bourbon plus pear, along with the matching aftershave, which is called an aftershave milk gel. It's a really nice aftershave. The scent notes for the aged bourbon plus pear, it is crisp pear, apple, and lemon with warm vanilla, autumn spices, and aged bourbon. And this is from the Farmhouse North in Caledonia, Minnesota, a long ways from me. And as you can see, it produces a really nice lather. I'll be using the polar shaving brush today with a Sinbad knot in it. That's a 24 millimeter brush. This brush, as I said, polar shaving. I used to have the polar shaving channel on Facebook, and me and Lee and myself, we designed this brush. I think it's pretty nifty looking. I like that brush. And it also goes very well with the colors on the soap. So that's the brush today. Now for the razor, I'm going to be using a razor I haven't used in a long time. But I really enjoy using this razor. It's the TRC Aluminum razor from the Razor Company. I've had this for just a long time, but I haven't used it in a video in a very long while. I'll tell you a little bit about this razor. It's double hard-coated black anodization. It's aluminum, as I said. It has extra large rinse ports, as you can see. So there is no problem with the razor clogging. Very tight tolerances on this razor. The blade tabs are covered, which is always a plus for me. It has negative blade exposure, which is another plus for me. I like either neutral or negative. I don't really like positive blade exposure. This is made with 6061 billet aluminum with 18/8 stainless steel threaded posts, and the post is threaded, and the steel pins are stainless steel. Very light razor, weighs in at 1.41 ounces or 40 grams, 3.5 inches long, and the handle diameter is 12 millimeters. I'll show you something a little bit unusual about this razor. Every time I pick it up, I have to think about this again, because you don't put the blade in the top cap like you do in most DE razors. You put it, the tabs or the pins are on the head itself. So you set it on the pins like so, and then you put it together like that. A little bit different. Now, I don't have the specs on this razor when it comes to things like blade gap, blade exposure, all that. They just don't release that information on this razor. And but it's a very, very smooth, mild feeling, hardly any blade feel whatsoever. It's a perfect razor for a beginner or for someone like me who's been doing this for quite a while. And we're going to give it a go today, and I know I'll enjoy it. I've got the Gillette Super Thin in the razor, and I'll be using that. So without further ado, I'm going to put just a little water on my face and start lathering up. Soap lathers very, very well. This is a very pleasant scent, this aged bourbon plus pear. It's not a real strong scent. 1 to 10 scale, which is what I normally try to judge things by. I'd say this is probably a 3 or 4, but it's a really nice scent. You can really smell the pear in this. As you can see, the lather is just great. Really good lather. And it doesn't take much soap at all to get that kind of lather. Get the lather rinsed off of me. And we'll go ahead and get busy with the shave. Wet the razor here a little bit and warm it up some. And here we go. Lots of audible feedback on this. And this is just a really smooth feeling razor. If you've ever used the Henson razor, it's very similar in feel. I think this razor is more efficient than the Henson. I had the Henson mild and I had the Henson medium. Then they came out with the more aggressive. They rate their razors like one. If the bottom of it has a plus on it, that's the mild. If it has 2 pluses, it's the medium. And they came out with one with 3 pluses, which was more aggressive. And I wanted to try that. So I got one. Now I got along pretty good with the 1 plus and the 2 plus. I did not care at all for the 3 plus. It just didn't have a good feel to it. To me, it wasn't efficient as the other 2. So I already had this razor when I got those. And this is what I was hoping the Henson 3 plus would be. It's more efficient than their 1 and 2 plus razors. And it's very smooth, just like they are, except it's more aggressive. It's got the aggressiveness of the 3 with a much better feel, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Of course, they're all aluminum, the Henson and this one. This razor is $44.99 for the aluminum version on the Razor Company's page. And they're now making this in a stainless. I don't have the price for that, but go to their page and you'll see it. They have a place there, or a tab for razors, and just go to that and you'll see the aluminum version as well as the stainless. Another thing I like better about this razor than the Henson is it doesn't create, and I've always had a hard time explaining this, but when I would use the Henson razor, I felt like that it created a suction of some kind on my face and didn't want to let go sometimes. It kind of drug. This razor doesn't do that, and I don't know for sure what it is. Like I said, it's hard to explain on the Henson, but that's the experience I had with it. Okay, that's pass one. Get the rag wet here. Get ready for pass two. Nice smooth first pass with the TRC Aluminum. We'll lather up again here. Most anyone could use this razor with no fear of nicks or cuts or irritation. It's just a really nice, smooth, yet efficient razor with very little blade feel. It's a pleasure to use. And I'm going to start using it more. I've got a drawer here I keep my razors in, and this one kind of got stuck in the back of the drawer, and I haven't used it that much, but I'm going to change that. Okay, second pass. Against the grain on the sideburn area, as I usually do. And then we'll go across the grain. This razor, it's also got like a built-in angle. This razor is just further proof that you don't have to break the bank to get a nice shave. $44.99 for a nice razor is a good price. I think. Well, you can just move right along with this thing. Not the least bit uncomfortable. I sold my Henson razors for the reason of that suction feeling. I just never could get used to that. I mean, they're a good razor, and they're produced high quality, tight tolerances, and a lot of people really love them. And they do provide a good shave. But we all have our little things that we like and don't like. There's plenty of products out there to choose from without having to use something that you're just not crazy about. Plus, this is cheaper than the Henson. The Henson, I believe now is it $79? It was $69 for a long time, and it may still be, but I thought I heard somebody say it was up to $79 now. I don't know for sure. Something else you can check out if you're interested in that by going to their website. Or I think they have. Other people sell other vendors sell their razors. As far as I know, the only place you can get this razor is at the razor company. This soap is just so nice and slick and comfortable, and it's got a good glide to it. You've got the volume there. I've got 3 of these Farmhouse North soaps now. I've got this one. I've got the Sweet Home Chicago, which is a wonderful scent, and I've got the Havana Nights, which is for me, my opinion, it's the best tobacco scent I've ever used. It's got a little something extra in it, scent-wise. And I can't tell you exactly what that is, but it's kind of got a little added spice or something. I'll put links to all of this in the description. Tune in. Well, I can't say tune in tomorrow because I don't know when they'll post it. But I'm going to do another razor company shaving chat on their YouTube channel tomorrow. It probably won't get posted tomorrow. I don't know when it will, but kind of be looking for it. But I'll be using. I'm not gonna do a spoiler, but I'm gonna be using what is probably my favorite cologne scent tomorrow in that one, and I'm gonna use this razor again. Okay. We're done with the 2 passes. Get the face cleared off here. And then it'll be time to get the old alum block out. See what it has to say about it. Take these off and get my face wet. water on the alum block, and here we go. Oh man. Nice. Nothing. Oop, tuck it back. Just a little bit of feedback right there. But that's it. Oh, well, my back's been trying to go out. And it just caught right there. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So, we got the alum on. And go ahead and rinse that off. Pat my face dry there. And we will start off on the post shave with the Osage rub. That's nice and cool. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll give this a really good shake, because you can tell it separates. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. What is in here? Alcohol, distilled water, witch hazel, distillate, something, triglycerides, fragrance, all kinds of stuff. I'm not even going to try to read it all, but put a few squirts of that in my hand. Boy, that's a nice, like I said a while ago, a refreshing scent. And it feels so good on the skin. Let's see here. Yeah, there's too many words that I can't pronounce in those ingredients. But it's a nice aftershave. It's not just your typical alcohol-based aftershave. It's got a lot of good skin stuff in it. I'm going to top it off with a little bit of the Glacial from Stirling, because, as you know, I am a menthol head. I love menthol. Boy, it feels good. Okay, it's time for a recap. We used the Farmhouse North Special Edition, by the way, aged bourbon plus pear soap. And we had the matching aftershave to go along with that, and a matching brush to go along with that. And we used the razor company, the TRC Aluminum razor, with a, was that a first use? Yeah, first use Gillette Super Thin blade. These are nice blades. They're nice and sharp, and they're smooth. And that's kind of a combination that's not that easy to find. Well, that razor gets up under the nose well. It's just a nice razor. I'm going to use some Aveeno, as I always do, as a very last post shave. Keeps the skin nice and soft. Keeps me looking real young and handsome. Doesn't it? This is where you agree with me. You say yes. So oh man, I'm crazy. I know I am. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, man. And that was really, really a nice shave. There it is again. The TRC Aluminum. And you can see the blade there. Not much gap. I don't know how much. They don't tell. But it's a really nice razor. I think you would enjoy that. Easy to hang on to. It's got it's got a tail, if you can tell, it's got an indentation there. That's where I hold it. No problems with slippage or anything like that. So that's it for today. Listen, if you're going to buy some shaving gear, use my razor company affiliate link in the description and use the code Randy Shaves. I've also got a affiliate code in there for my Yates razors. And on it, there is no code needed. You just click on the link and buy the razor. And somehow or the other, they know it's me, and they give me credit for it. And I do get a small commission from both to help my channel so that I can buy things, to feature. I don't want to use the same things over every video. That gets kind of old. So I like to keep some newer things on hand. But that's all I've got for you today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I do appreciate you tuning in. And please give it a thumbs up if you like it. And subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Be sure and tune in tomorrow now for the Shaving Chat on the Razor Company's YouTube channel. It may be up tomorrow. It may be the next day. It may be the next day. But it will be there. And like I said, I'll be using my favorite cologne type scent. And but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you watch and see what that is. So until next time, I hope you have happy shaves. Give one of these a try for $44.99. Tell you what, pretty hard to beat for a nice smooth shave like I got today. Really enjoyable and no irritation whatsoever. Nice and smooth, great shave. And I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.